You guys made it all the way.
Have a great Friday, you motherfucker.
The Oddities and Curiosity Expo this weekend at Bartle, which I still. Hey, did you find out if that was sold out? I got to buy some tickets for Sunday.
I haven't found out yet. I'll find out.
What are you doing?
I know.
Jesus.
What are you doing there? What do you do while I'm working?
I'm talking to Josh Gates right now.
Okay.
Keep following me.
Listen, maybe you kiss a little less ass and do a little more producey. He's, by the way, I just want to say this. Had Jake been a little more on this, he might have known Josh Gates was in Kansas City last night.
Yeah, Nostra, dumbass.
It's, I really like this guy. We've had him on before. Expedition Unknown, one of my favorite things. And truly one of those ideas that you think if you could do anything, right? I love radio, and I really do love it every day. But if you go, man, if I was going to do something else, what would I do? Expeditions. For a TV show? Go have someone else pay for you to go find out the stuff you're already curious about, the things you want to know, and and the best part is have other, meet people who are genuine experts. And then give you that knowledge and then take you down that road, whether you're searching for Nazi tunnels or trying to figure out the Havana Syndrome, what's happening, and, that's involving Russia and just everything that goes along with this stuff. It's an incredible life.
Born August 10th in Manchester by the Sea, Massachusetts, our next guest is a scuba diver, mountain climber, and adventurer who has climbed to the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, worked on archaeological excavations in Israel, and traveled to over 100 countries. You've seen him as the host of such discovery series as Expedition Unknown and Expedition X. And now, he travels through history to uncover new evidence and answers to the world's most captivating and unexplained mysteries on his new show, Expedition Files. Please welcome Josh Gates.
Josh Gates, how are you, man?
I'm doing great. How you doing? Good to talk to you.
Hey, you were in town last night.
I was in town last night. We were over at the Kaufman doing a live speaking gig there, and man, I have to say, it was the greatest crowd. It was a sold-out show, and everybody there was so darn nice. We had such a fun night.
Dude, it's wonderful, man. I was like, Jesus Christ, we got him on today. And then I realized you've got to be in Chesterfield today. So I know you guys are on your way outside of St. Louis.
Yeah, we're on our way out to St. Louis, but we had a great time last night in Kansas City. I always love coming there.
Well, dude, we were just talking about how great your life is. And if you're genuinely curious about this world, the chance to shoot TV shows, documentaries, and do something you're genuinely curious about, whether you're in Peru, which we've talked before, man. We've both been to Peru and Cambodia, but you've been to the tombs in Egypt and castles in Romania and the sandstone cliffs in Jordan. Like, Jordan's one of my last ones. I'm really like, man, before I go, I hope that region simmers down enough that I can go to Petra and Jordan.
You got to, man. Jordan is an amazing place. Even with all the strife that's going on over there, I will tell you, Jordan is safe, hospitable. The people are amazing. And Petra is, there are places in the world that when you get there, you go, oh, yeah, it's not everything I thought it was. Petra will exceed every expectation you have. It is a jaw dropper. It is.
It's so much great stuff. And the walk through history. And I'll tell you, man, this Expedition Files, by the way, next Wednesday, 8 o'clock, Discovery, the new, as it debuts, the chance to go looking for secret Nazi tunnels in Poland or, treasure in Cambodia. It's, dude, what a gift to get paid. You still have that feeling where you look back and you go, I got paid to do this today.
I really do. Like, a lot of the stuff that we do is tough. Like, we do a lot of, arduous hikes, and we're deep in the jungle, and you're swatting away mosquitoes. But every single day, I do still pinch myself at the opportunity and the privilege, really, to go to these amazing places and to meet really cool explorers and experts. So, yes, it is a gift, and I love doing it, man.
Well, and so what are we going to see next? Let's talk about the Nazi tunnels, man. That has been such a great search, and everybody believes and knows, man, that all the treasure wasn't recovered from those rat bastards, and they hid it, and the Allies broke through, and somewhere all of that gold on those trains have been it's been talked about for.
Well, it is an amazing thing how much Nazi Germany moved an enormous amount of their facilities and production facilities underground in the last few years of the war. They made unbelievable networks of tunnels, whole underground manufacturing facilities for weapons and planes, railroad tracks running into hillsides in the Owl Mountains and Poland. I mean, there are many of these underground complexes. And in the wake of the war, a lot of them were just sealed up. The entrances were bombed, but they're all still sitting down there like time capsules. So over the years, we've had the opportunity to go over there and investigate some of those tunnel systems, and we'll be doing more of that in the future. So always excited for folks to join us on these World War II stories, because there are still stories from World War II being told.
Yes. And, well, I think like movies like Monument Men opened up people's eyes to real history and real truth.
Totally. Absolutely. And we're really excited. You know, the thing I love about this new show about Expedition Files is we're doing 3 mysteries every hour. So folks can come and get their mystery fix. We're going to be taking them to learn about these incredible mysteries, meeting experts, and in a lot of cases, either solving these mysteries or giving new information, new breaks in these historic cold cases.
Yeah. And, you know, there's so much stuff to look at out there. And by the way, thank you, because history is so important, and on 10 million different reasons you could make for it. But the truth is always more interesting than fiction. The reality of the world that we live in, the things that are still out there to be seen outside of your little microcosm, our bubbles that we live in. Like one of the great disappointments in my entire traveling world was probably 9-10 years ago. Vietnam flew in, went all the way to the edge, almost to Sundong. The day we got there, the government shut it down to everybody except Vietnamese scientists, and I almost lost my mind. I mean, we were there. We were ready to walk in the half day and enter the cavern before the first board was laid down. This is when it was still less than 10 years discovered.
Right.
And it's still
that's a heartbreaker. But you know, all the reason to go back or to go on a different adventure. Sometimes life throws a curveball at you. But yeah, I've never been to that cave system either. I would love to see it.
Yeah, no, it's but you know what? That drove me into Cambodia. And we never would have gotten to see all the extra temples and Angkor Wat and walk through and Phnom Penh and Siem Reap and spend time with the locals there and get to know all about that. I mean, you know what? One door closes, another one opens. We know. But the key is to keep moving, keep looking out there. That's what makes Expedition Files so much fun, man. The idea, what about the Havana Syndrome?
Well, that's the thing, right? We sort of talk about how, you know, history is really interesting. I have to say, I think that in a lot of cases, history's more interesting than fiction. You know, some of these stories are just incredible. We're going to be covering stories that people know, like the curse of King Tut's tomb, looking back on the deaths of the people that went into Tut's tomb, and really talking about the actual causes of those deaths and you know, what is this curse? What does it really mean? And also doing stories like Havana Syndrome that are recent mysteries. CIA agents and other government officials started in Cuba, in Havana, coming down with these horrendous, headaches and debilitating migraines and things like that. And this idea that there may be weapons being deployed that are seriously injuring people through a kind of unseen technology. And so these are really fascinating stories, and in a lot of cases they're spine-tingling, right? Talking about people like Kenny Veach, who was a YouTuber who was exploring the Mojave Desert, claimed to find a mysterious cave in 2014, went back to go look for it again, vanished off the face of the earth, never to be seen again. So a fascinating mix of mysteries, new and old.
Oh, and they still say there's a giant cache of treasure somewhere in the Southwest.
There's treasure everywhere, man. I mean, it's every few months you turn on the news and somebody in a field somewhere digs up a Viking hoard, or a lost box of gold coins, pirate treasure being found. It's out there for sure.
Always. Listen, I know you got to get going, but man, anytime you're in Kansas City next time, man, if you have time, come by the show, hang out. We'd be more than happy to buy you dinner, lunch, whatever, just to spend some more time and burn your ear asking questions.
I would love that, man. Next time I'm there, it's on. We're getting barbecue.
Right on, man. Stay right there. Thank you, brother. Josh Gates, explorer, diver, climber, Expedition Unknown. Expedition Files debuting Wednesday, 8 o'clock on Discovery Channel. Yeah, I would leave for that if I got a chance to do that.
That would be the Make-A-Wish job that you should be granted.
No, it would be great. Just the idea. Like, and then just think, I'd finally be showing things to people who cared.
I thought you'll find your tribe, finally.
Right? Just think, Nick. You'd be like, I wonder what he's doing. Today he's showing someone something on a screen.
And they're listening.
and they
watching.
Care.
When Johnny tries to tell Nycki interesting things, all she hears is mwah, 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 because she has chick ears.